Good evening, guys and girls. This is your voice of choice, DrMarxout, bringing you this week's edition of Remedy, and we are kicking things off in a huge way. So last week, we had some big things go on in our Blitz division. Space Homie won the belt. Ali Oxenfree won a battle royal to become the #1 contender. The following week, Nightmare pinned our current champion, and the Prodigy went on a tear and beat the bricks off of Ali Oxenfree in the back. Now, after that, our champion was set to face Mighty. He got jumped by Fast Eddie Matua. Our champion may be trying to commit career suicide because he said he wants one more guy. He wants to prove that he is truly the best man in this division. So to find that sixth guy, we're going back to a battle royal. We're kicking things off real quick. All eight men back in this ring. All of these men still yet to hold gold here in Blitz. Pop-up headbutt on the Night and Deo. No Prodigy, you guys are not booked this evening, but you will be guaranteed a spot at the pay-per-view. Prodigy is in some sort of six-man action. Cruiserweight title match. Technically, I lied. Phobos was a tag team champion. The Freebird ruling discussing it, he was part of the inaugural tag team champions, but he actually did have a brief reign. That may not matter because Phobos is about to go out real quick. Storm snaps off the forearms, going after Phobos. Big exploder power slam from the current Supernova Pro Cruiserweight champion onto Simon Terra. Terra sent hard back into that turnbuckle. Yokai teeing off on Guano Loco. You're going to be missing calls left and right till we get down to about 3 homies. Northern Lights. Phobos flips through, doesn't need to bridge it because there's no pins. Has Storm up with the Brainbuster. Storm's tag team partners getting that #1 contender spot at the Dragon Descent. Not the Dragon Descent, just Dragon Descent. Taro dumped out over the top by Guano Loco. Taro's going to fight his way back in. No eliminations yet here. Taro's got Guano Loco up. And Phobos first man out. Yokai going after the Supernova Pro Champion. Night and Deo right there, runs her at the dropkick. Teeing off on Loco with that combination, runs through that knee strike. Yokai off the ropes. Ron a driver onto the smallest man in the Hellfire Club. That doesn't take much. Hellfire Club are all huge. Deo snaps off the DDT, gips up because he can. Yokai going to work with that triad staple headbutt set. This building towards Curse of the Fire Penguin. We are just 2 weeks out. No, Steve, we will not believe in you. Welcome to the field. Yokai going after his pupil. Yokai trains Simon Terra in pretty much everything he knows how to do over in Hajime Puro. I've been teaching him how to fly here with the help of Christian Storm. Out onto the apron. Terra's going to try to fight his way back in here. Going after the ankles of both Storm and Yokai. Dunkertoe with the Northern Lights. Dumps Guano Loco. And then sits Storm down with the spine buster. Tara quick forearm to Yokai. Shot to the kidneys. Looking for that heel kick. Hits nothing but mat. I do apologize. I'm fighting the summer cold. So there's going to be a whole lot of coughing. I'm trying to clear my throat. I promise you, I'm not trying to do the clear my throat nonsense. I ain't got time for that. Loco popped up and slammed with that modified Uranage as Sugar Dunkerton. Everyone's deciding to hang out in the one corner while Yokai is by himself on the other side of the ring. Tara's got Storm up, now in danger. Loco off the ropes, comes through, spot monkey. I mean, he doesn't really need to be doing much. He does what he needs to when he needs to. I mean, he's, I think, setting the pace to be the longest reigning cruiserweight champion in company history right now. He's allowed to take a nap and make guest spots down here once in a while. Might be making a guest spot on the floor here if Loco has his way. Dale fights off on one corner. Calderon fights his way up on the other. Taro in jeopardy, going over. Snap German onto Yokai. Trying to get to that title picture. As the most famous bridesmaid never bride. Now Deo flips through with the Northern Lights with the spinning brainbuster. He had to spin that a little more flair. Loco has Yokai up, flips out the X-Plex. Deo flips into the traditional style Frankenstein. Yokai nasty haymaker to Loco. Taro elbow to the top of the forehead. Sends Storm far side. Rolls through the schoolboy. Low roadhouse to the chest. Both masked luchadors trying to fight their way back in. Got Storm up, flips into the armbar. Submissions don't matter here. Hammerlocks the left. Grabs a hold of the right. Nasty. They have just broken the arm of Christian Storm there. And Calderon thinks it's time to pose. Quick standing switch in the corner. Taro fights his way right back out. Calderon DDT plants Dunkerton. Storm just lost his balance and flew out. We're down to 6. Dunk Northern Lights plants Calderon. Dunkerton discus lariat plants the Supernova Pro Champ. That would be cruiserweight preservation. Yokai rolls through the neck breaker. The old Basic Instinct from last season. Loco just whipped into that corner. Tara's measuring now on Loco. I don't know what he was trying to set up there, but Loco got saved by Yokai. Yokai trying to eliminate Deo. They have a long, ridiculous history. And Tara's got another elimination. This time, Guado Loco takes the ride. kill thiefing motherfucker. Yokai with a long kick, but I want to say it's the first one of the match. And Tero's still something left in the tank. Dunkerton and Yokai exchanging right hands. Tero staggered, catches the kick though, fights his way off. And Tero, nasty haymaker, just sent Calderon to a knee. And introduce him the hard way to the turnbuckle. 10 encores in case you missed the first one. I'd feel bad if anyone had to do 10 encores. Dave full Nelson into the Canadian DDT. Dave with the hot sauce. And then Dave taken out by the lariat. Final 4 men here. Tero's just catching everybody right now. Decides to let Dunkerton back. Yokai has him hooked. Spanish fly. Yokai up top. I think he went the drop kick on to Dunkerton, who just hit a cutter out of nowhere. Stevie owes a dub. Dunk has Calderon up. Pile driver. Tero's trying to eliminate his teacher one more time here. Calderon hung out to dry by dunk. Potentially a double elimination going on here. Yokai fights back in. And Calderon eliminated. Will not be Andre's 2 belts. Andy 2 belts. Tero high roundhouse to the shoulder. Yokai, no standing switch. Tero catches the kick. Do-si-do back into the corner. Tero's got Yokai back up. Dunk's gonna just watch. I mean, Calderon he didn't look bad. He survived half the fray. Yokai out. Right down to 2. Last man left will move on to some sort of 6-man match. Dunk runs through the Death Valley driver. Tero's out on his feet right now. I think Tero eliminated half the field by himself. And he's about to get dropped. Because that's just the way he do. And Dunkerton does it. The Funk Soul Brava is moving on to Curse of the Fire Penguin. After getting dropped on his head by the Calderon DDT. Him and Calderon threw down for most of this match. We might have to book that single style. Tero would get playing with that Death Valley driver, and that would be the start of the end. So now we know. It'll be Space Homie defending that newly won Blitz Division title against 03 Ollie Ollie Oxenfree, against Nightmare, against the Prodigy, against Fast Eddie Matua, and now against Sugar Dunkerton. Goddamn. And now the #1 contender for the Headhunter champion apparently wants a mic. I don't think I've ever seen him talk. This should be interesting. Came back and destroyed K2, falls to 0. guaranteeing him the next spot at DJ 404. Indeed. And the champ is in the building. Decided not to bring the belt out. I figured he'd be wearing that thing everywhere. Pompous douche that he is. We still don't know what sort of match these two will have, but I'm guessing it's going to be something. A little something, 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 something. Managed to outlast 6 other, 8 other, 6 other? I don't even remember at this point. They're just a bunch of dudes. Curse Ramon chief among them. Would climb that ladder and become the next Headhunter champion. And Ramon just getting absolutely talked out of the building right now. 404, I don't think it's shut up since he came out here. I just kind of want Ramon to punch him in the mouth. Ford saying this fight is not happening tonight. I don't think anyone really expected it to because he's a D-bag. There we go. Headbutt from Ramon. That's the fight for premium entertainment I signed up for. And apparently we're throwing down. Quick snap DDT to the champ. Fight his way back up. First he's going to fight his way back. Kicks down low. Champion up, slingshots him backwards. Reversal on the whip, World Force sent up to the apron. He's going to give chase. Nope, no, we're just going back and forth now. Okay, that's what we're doing here. Runs through the lariat. Has him off fisherman suplex. Doesn't need to bridge it up because this isn't a match. This is just these two guys beating the bricks off of each other. Eventually, drops him one more time with the nasty right hand. We're getting some officials out here. We got to put a stop to this nonsense. We still have an actual show to do. Speaking of the Blitz division, from the last actual match we had, one of the 5 number one contenders, 03 taking on Trapezoid 3 in a battle of the Trace. Makes sense. It's the third thing in the card. Apparently our bookers knew something. It's an interesting time. This one's going to be one of those clashes of styles. I don't think I've ever seen Ollie jump off the top rope, ever. Whereas Trapezoid pretty much does it from the opening bell if he can help it. Gotta believe Trapezoid's kind of bummed he wasn't involved in that Battle Royal. We also don't know what condition 03 is going to be in after taking that new Prodigy Plex onto the concrete backstage. Or you missed the catering biscuits, Steve, because you showed up late. Got a lot of hungry homies in the back. One of these days, someone needs to buy him an actual pair of pants. And no respect for the pyro budget. Really, Trapezoid, that's what we're doing here? One of the more impressive rookies. Still just needs to figure out that winning combination to get him into the title talks. First off, he needs to realize that unless your name is NG Moto, you should not be wearing a cape. Once we get beyond that, he's got all the makings of being a champion. Speaking of champions, Space Homie apparently wants a closer look at one of the 5 men he's going to have to defend against. It's curious. That's very outside of the Space Homie normal behavior. We got Mexico, we got wherever the hell Ollie Oxenfree's from. We got to run to start things off. O3's going to fight back. Heel kick with a corkscrew. My man wrestles in chucks. Like, let's give it up for that for a minute. Hits that Macho Man double knees to the back. Now trying to work on the legs of Trapezoid, take away that flying game. Reversal sends Trapezoid far side. Once that diving lariat, Trapezoid ducks it, holds on to the ropes. Walks into that low kick. And now a Frankensteiner out of 03 to prove that he's got some lucha game himself into the cross arm bar. Trapezoid's going to roll through, drop right hands. Far side Irish whip. Running drop kick. Oxenfree builds up steam, comes back through. One more drop kick to the mush. So it's over for him to face first pin attempt of the night because it's the first match where it actually matters. You barely get a 1 count. One more Frankensteiner because he is a cruiserweight. And he's just got to remind us all. Right hand's getting exchanged inside. The trapezoid, similar to the battle royal we seen earlier, takes the ride outside. Oxenfree gonna get in the face of the champ. Space Homie's gonna have some words. Trapezoid thrown into Space Homie. Oxenfree seen it coming. Space Homie down. Not Oxenfree. Trapezoid down. Runs off the ropes to get a little bit extra stank on the stomp. And then a Lion Salt headbutt. I don't think it was actually meant to be a headbutt, just overshot it. Space Homie's going to take that long walk of shame. Oxenfree's going to roll through. Maintain that figure four on the neck. Wants to roll through again. Trapezoid, those shots to the kidneys. Space Homie runs through with the crossbody, hooks the leg. Trapezoid's out at 1.5. Dodges the Misaki kick. Into the lung blower. Oxenfree rocks them into the neutral corner. Kick in the back, drop to the final cut. But not the final cut of last season's Supernova Pro. Trapezoid kicks down low, has a hold of the wrist. Springboards up, Demonio arm drag, because apparently anything wrist lock, rope walk, springboardy nonsense is Demonio. Oxenfree sent far neutral corner one more time. Trapezoid runs through, drop kick down low, working on the lower back now. A nightmare. Wow, not nightmare at all. Oxenfree, I'm tired. I think I've pretty much gone through the entire Blitz division in this match. And I got right twice. 0-3. Cutthroat into the neck breaker. Much elbow to the back of the head. Back to work with the arm breaker. Oxenfree apparently wants to be a submission guy now. Trapezoid kicks down low. Yoshi tonic. Spins Oxenfree around. Ox comes back, discus right hand. Into the dead Kennedy. Out of nowhere, that's not a cutter. Leg hook looking right at 3 count. And that's going to be all she wrote. Oxenfree survives here. Trapezoid would start to focus his efforts on the lower back. Looked good, but in the end, depending on how far we jump with the camera, right there. Dead Kennedy, ball game. I honestly think that's the safest one I've seen him throw out all season. He almost ruined careers with that move. Moving on. Congratulations. 2 straight segments, 2 straight punk guys looking good. Now we move on to a battle of the egos as Jamal Atlas taking on Sterling Tip Danbury. The Ohio Adonis keeps feeling like he's been looked over for most of this season. Danbury's still relatively new to the year. He's already started making statements with his boys in the monarchy. Gotta believe Atlas will have to have his head on a swivel, making sure that he does not get blindsided by the other two goons. Why are we booing this match? No need to boo. I mean, total reason to boo, because both these guys are dicks, but all the reason to boo. I mean, if you want to boo the fact he's from Ohio, I'm good with that. Because F Ohio. He's easily top 3 most arrogant assholes in this company. We've got a lot of them. I mean, our current headhunter champion is probably chief among them. That's acceptable reasons to boo these guys. Acceptable and mandatory reasons to boo these guys. Promise we are still here, folks. It's just a lot more difficult to talk than I was anticipating. Now the leader and founder of the monarchy. Smarmy, pretentious, British. I don't know. What? Pick a term. Asshole, bastard, prick. Complete bag of douches. They're all acceptable. Acceptable and welcome. Hasn't really done as many solo matches as I think he has wanted to do. Still feels like he does have a lot to show. Battle the Egos, we are live. Power game opens up immediately. Spinning back, goes down into the snapmare. Atlas is pound for pound one of the strongest men in our company. Has that certified mean streak, as we see now as he's trying to step and break the hands of Danbury. Pumps up to show he does have that stupid muscle and then drops the elbow. Because why wouldn't he? Match been all Atlas since the build to this point. Kick down low. Has STD up. Nasty jackknife powerbomb. Has hold of the right leg, wrenching backwards. Trying to steal quick here. Danbury out at 1.5. Now does those cross-face shots to the nose. and general face region. Trying to keep Danbury grounded, wrenching back one more time. Trying to pop that right knee. Left knee. Deadlifts up one more time. Release powerbomb. Trying to get Danbury over here. Has him locked in the Boston Crab. I kind of feel like there's a joke that needs to be made here. Seems to leap though. Danbury switches the hips, getting his first bit of offense. Misaki kick, and Atlas just stands right up out of it. Ho! One of that decapitator double axe handle. Got ducked and then taken out with the Space Tornado of Valor. Longest Danbury's been on his feet since the bell. Shot down low. Makes it a double. Gets that soccer style kick. Trying to take the lungs out of Atlas. T-bone power slam. Wrist lock. Northern Lights. Didn't know bridge. Too close to the ropes. There'll be no London Bridge here. Knee to the back of the head, driving Atlas face first down. Quick snap boot to the forehead. Irish whip. Runs through, gets knuckle with turnbuckles. Atlas going to send him right back in. Shoulder tackle down low. Atlas going to work with the bow and arrow lock. Danbury trying not to tap, rolls over into a pinning predicament, barely gets anything. Cravat, overhead neck breaker. Because he's British and that's what they do. Danbury tried to duck that tomahawk shot one more time. Looked like he actually caught some of it on the top of his head. Atlas doesn't hook the leg. Danbury out at one. It's a forearm. Quick right cross. Left cross. Whatever. Danbury now dumped outside. Pop handle into the gut buster. Liver shot into the spinning back fist one more time. Danbury meets the apron. That 1-2 combination one more time. Overhead brain trap. Danbury dropped. Shot down low. Danbury introduced to the turnbuckle post the hard way. That is 3 count up to 8. 9 count breaks it. Atlas refusing to hook the leg, dead center though. Danbury's gonna muscle out one more time. Atlas brings him up, spins around, discus right. Nasty right elbow.
Almost looked like he wanted to hit him with the Doombringer there. Shades of Fergal Flynn. I like it.
Quick go behind there from Danbury. Shot to the kidneys. Rising knee to the guts. Has him up. Big man Falcon Arrow. Atlas struggling. Up top. Spun out into the neck breaker on the knee. Leg hooked. And Danbury weathered the storm and came back out of nowhere. Alice has to go back to the drawing board one more time. Alice trying to offer a handshake here. Kick down low. That's what I was expecting. You wouldn't have been happy unless a meteor fell and killed both of these guys, Steve. I don't want to hear it. So we're moving on from heavyweight action to our women's tag team division. If you missed the Betty White Invitational and the Golden Girls Classic, the champion Supremacy fell out quick. However, because they fell out quick, still the champions. They found out they will be taking on Air Carumba at the Curse of the Fire Penguin. Tonight, warming things up against Fumi Yamamoto Richards and Cousin Akane, the Yamamoto clan. Fumi, who's set to debut over in CWA here this week. Schedule's still in flux, but maybe not this week, but she is going to be debuting over in Supernova at some point soon. Speaking of Supernova, Val's still Supernova Pro Women's Champion in her 4th reign. First woman to hold belts in all 3 heads of the triad. And she did it teaming up with probably the biggest rival she's had. The blood feud between her and Wiley going back to last season apparently decided to put that to rest. At least temporarily. And branch out and just dominate our tag team division. Yamamoto clan already out here, and Air Carumba attacking the champs from behind. Very uncharacteristic. I guess they kind of feel like the only way they're going to get the edge on Supremacy is by sneak attacks. Supremacy shocked the world teaming up and actually dethroned Air Carumba in that 4-way ladder match. Carumba got vengeance in the first round of the Golden Girls Classic, and apparently that's not enough. Wiley going to start things off against Akane. 3 count's going to ring the bell, and apparently this thing's still going to continue. Wiley runs through with the knee strike. Unfazed after the attack. Go-to short white girl move, I guess. It's that flatliner now as Akane in that Steiner recliner. Fish hooks in the mouth. Akane saying, "You're not going to make me submit." Slips out the back, picks the ankles. BJ ducks the shot. Needed the knee break. Hot shot. Runs through with the kick. Spinning heel kick. Supremacy here living up to their name early. Hard whip. Akane gets sent into the turnbuckles. Not hard enough. Akane sweeps the legs out. Gonna bring BJ into the Yamamoto corner. Fumi tagged in. Has a hold of the wrist. Monkey flip into the ropes. Fumi's going to work at the stomps. Has a hold of the right arm. Now drops those hips. I like that she got married and now is wearing less than she wore all of last season. Running an arm wringer, BJ rolls through, drop toe hold counter. Into the nasty spine buster. I was going to say, Val's just catching sun out on the apron, but BJ's going to bring her in. Val flips up and over. Into the cloud cutter real quick. Clamps in that triangle choke. He's going to roll through it. Kick out the ankles. Fumi sent far. Supremacy corner. Val runs through. Hits the back elbow, but only gets turnbuckle. Fights back with a quick snap forearm. Overhead forearm. Combination ends with a spinning back fist and a lariat. Fumi fights back with the jawbreaker off the ground. Now sent back into the Supremacy corner. Val got that elbow she wanted earlier. Snapping her out. Corkscrew elbow to the shoulder blades. Fumi gets brought back up the hard way. Val sends her even harder into the turnbuckles. Fumi ducks underneath, kicks out the knees. Hops up with the Yakuza kick. Brings in Akane. Gotta say, Akane and Val Savage would make a damn good singles match at some point. Rolls through with the knees. Moonsault knee shot to the guts. Val fights back though, arm wringer takeover. And then quick just boot right to the face. Ducks underneath, hot sauce. Maybe we can't do the high pitch. And you just record an audio clip of the next time Stackworth does that and just play it every time it happens. That and stop. Fumi trying to work on the... Not Fumi. Akane trying to work on the arms. Val fights back up. Arm wringer takedown. Akane introduced hard to the mat, shoulder first. Val, a combination, spinning back fist to the back of the head. Hits the second one. Akane takes a knee. Savage off the ropes. Sliding white girl move. Flatliners everywhere. Akane sent Supremacy corner. Val's gonna bring in BJ. Cannon back body drop. BJ's gonna dive out, bring in Fumi. Drop BJ with a lariat, sliding knee shot. Just dodged. Now Fumi sent back up into the Supremacy sits out of the ring. BJ 360 no scope. Leg press looking right down at Akane. Fumi's gonna kick out at 1.5 though. Nasty Misaki kick the other Yamamoto. One of the other Yamamotos. Fights up with the up kick. Once that lariat, BJ dropped to hold onto the second rope. Fumi's got to take just a complete change of mentality. Heads outside. Leg lock hold on. Kicks down low. Runs through flatliner one more time. He runs through, drops BJ. Go to the top of the head. Akane overhead vertical. BJ caught the spinning knee. That running hip attack. And Savage missed the shot. BJ was out after the hip attack. Yamamoto clan steals the victory.
Well, that makes things interesting.
Supremacy in control for almost all of this match. But Akane would hit that running hip attack, and that would be ball game. Gotta believe that early attack from the #1 contenders may have just kind of thrown the champions off their game. Really hard to tell, though, because they were absolutely dominant for almost all of this. I don't know, Steve. I mean, it's... But you gotta believe the Yamamoto clan just jumped up the ladder. And we're at main event time already. Well, how you like them apples? The Ladies of Lunacy, led by the women's champion, Callie Dane, in her 3rd reign, taking on her #1 contender, the winner of the Betty White Invitational, Kamoko Kanemaru, and her tag team partners, Josie Queen and Kamoko. Did I say Kamoko won the Betty White? Hamari Sato won the Betty White. Kamoko won last year. My apologies. I looked at the graphic and I seen Kamoko first. That one's on me. Technically, though, Kamoko did win the Betty White, just not this year. This one should be interesting. I mean, Breeze is always a little bit dead. At least a little bit. I mean, she does a lot of crazy nonsense that she doesn't need to be doing. Harkening back to last year's Miss Call of the Year with that, the Breeze Salt nonsense. Yeah. And then there's Chip Stackworth's favorite woman wrestler, Melanie Renee Miller. It's also this point in the show when we have to remind you that Bryce Warren is still the only man in Mayhem to be champion. And as far as I can recall, outside of Nightmare, he is the only man with any aspirations of being champion at the moment. Because I don't think anyone else is even in title contention for anything. Yes, for now. I'm sure Palmer is going to be back in the title picture if he's not already. I know him and Main Event have been going at it to see who's going to go after Iceman next. Assuming there's anything, you know. That's a whole other story for a whole other monster. We await the Ladies of Lunacy. Apparently Callie Dane's going to let Nell Miller take the front in this one. Miller's going to lead the troops down. Interesting. Dane apparently didn't get the memo to wear white. Which happens. That happens a lot. Project Mayhem upset relatively early.
and the Golden Girls last weekend.
And Dane's losing her goddamn mind.
Here tonight. Apparently going to come down one at a time because why the hell wouldn't they? It's the main event. Who cares about the pyro budget?
We still care about the pyro budget.
Josie Queen, first woman out representing the as of now unnamed trio. And the first Betty White Invitational winner. Looked good in her first round match. Looked like she was going to try to pull the repeat. She was a victim of all the shenanigans and chicanery that went on. Which caused that just absolute ramping up in security. It was a mess. We got it sorted out, and everything kind of worked out in the end for the best. They await the last woman in their team. This year's winner of the Betty White Invitational. Former Supernova Pro Women's Champion. Almost assuredly going to be Rookie of the Year. The reason we have Sato blood jokes has that crowned emblazoned on those new pants. I'm digging it. Not crown, trophy. Same difference. Bree's going to start things off against Josie Queen. Main event bell, we are a go. Carnova tie pushing Queen right back into her own corner. 3 count, going to look for a clean break here. And surprisingly enough, we get one. Breeze ducks behind. Sends Queen Snapmare right back into the Mayhem corner. And stomp to the back of the head. Queen sent far side off the ropes, runs into the heel kick. All Project Mayhem early here. Queen drop, top rope stun gun.
I'd be about that. That sounds pretty damn dope.
Breeze floats over right into the neck breaker. And then the back flip that she's become just kind of half synonymous just because she can. Queen gonna fight her way back in, has Breeze hooked. Gonna hang her up on the ropes right in front of Himari, then send her right into the team's, no, right out to the apron. Takes her down to the playground. Gonna walk around, send her sternum first into the barricade. Quick forearm combination. Breeze catches the kick, rolls through with the heel kick. Referees count at 6. Breeze gonna be bounced off the apron. Miller not even trying to move to let her partners back in. And Breeze right back in as the hand goes up for 10. Overhead backdrop suplex. Brings in the women's champ. Kamaru brought in the other side. Drops the champ with the lariat. Runs through with the single leg drop kick. Sato playing cheerleader on the outside. Kamoko runs through with the double axe handle. Sends Dane up and over the ropes the hard way. Dane's gonna introduce Kanemaru right to Miller's boot. Spinning back soul kick. Right forearm, almost more of an elbow. Shot down low. Dane's gonna fight back with the kick. We're up to a 7 count now. Larson in the barricade. Dane gonna drop bombs. And apparently we're gonna go to a count out. Are we gonna let that one go? Apparently our producers are saying we have to cut it, unfortunately. But I guess they're also saying that we're going to start removing countouts as a possible win condition. Although that is kind of a, I guess, payback to those guys that beat the little guys in Mayhem on Storm. So that's it for us, I guess. Steve, what's the schedule for Supernova? The world needs to know. No, Storm was 2 days ago, Claire. There was no warning. But there you go, Voltage at some point over the next 2 days. If you don't like and subscribe to us, do it now. Then go subscribe to Supernova. In any event, we will be back next week with Remedy, with Storms, we continue to build towards the Curse of the Fire Penguin. I have been your voice of choice, DrMarxout. We are signing off for the week.